This video is intended to help you when adding colleges and requesting your official transcripts in Naviance. First and foremost, throughout the process, make sure you're communicating with your counselor. When you're adding schools and requesting transcripts, talk with your counselor about everything. We're here for you every step of the way, and there are lots of complicated questions. Know that you can come to us with any of these questions. Through the process, we'll work with you to determine if a counselor recommendation is required. That is a letter of recommendation. Hopefully you've all filled out your counselor recommendation form and had your parents complete the parent input form and your My Surveys in Naviance. If not, ensure that you do that first. We'll talk about the common application with you. Make sure that's the right application to use, or if you need to apply directly to the institution itself. Schools like University of Illinois, you can only apply on their website. But if you have multiple Common App schools, it makes sense to create a Common Application account and simplify the process. We'll also look to make sure your colleges you're applying to is accurate. Sometimes the wrong school name is put in there, or you accidentally add a school. We can remove that for you, and we can work with you to make sure those are all shored up. We also want to look over your deadlines and make sure they're correct. For the most part, as a general rule of thumb, you're going to be applying early action for the fall deadline. We can talk to you about these deadlines to make sure the deadline is correct for you. Do not get the early action confused with early decision, which is a contract binding deadline that your counselor, you, and your parents will all have to sign off on if you decide to do that. Please note, no other forms are needed outside of Naviance. Don't worry about sending us the Send EDU or any individual institution forms. We can do all of those forms directly through Naviance. Naviance is intended to be your one-stop shop. Some colleges, as mentioned earlier, have their own application on their website, and they may also be self-reporting, where you can use your unofficial transcripts to report your grades. Examples of this are University of Illinois and Iowa. Your counselor will be sending you an email with your unofficial transcript attached in the near future if they haven't already. Please don't wait until the last minute. Give us 2 weeks. We want to help prepare you. We want to get everything in order. We want to help you have the best application possible. And we also want to be able to write you the best letter of recommendation possible. So give us 2 weeks prior to your deadlines, please. How do you make a request in Naviance? There's a couple different ways. One is moving your college from the colleges I'm thinking about that you researched junior year to the colleges I'm applying to folder and requesting a transcript there. Or you can add a new colleges and colleges I'm applying to. Also, you can sync up your Common App account and it may automatically populate. Please see the video on connecting and matching your Common App account to Naviance. An important note, Glenbard West does not send any standardized test scores. If you've taken an SAT or ACT, you will need to send those directly from ACT or College Board for the SAT. Note that these aren't necessarily going to be required this year because of everything going on. A lot of schools are becoming test optional, so make sure you review our video on standardized testing as well. The initial transcript will be the only option to send right now. These are considered for your initial applications. It's all your grades from 9th through 11th. Mid-year transcripts may be required for some of your schools at a later date after first semester is completed and grades are finalized. This will be approximately January. We will have that option available for you later. Please review this brief Naviance tutorial for some additional assistance.
You can get to the colleges I'm applying to list by going to the Colleges menu and selecting it from the drop-down. This is a list of colleges you have identified as schools you are interested in applying to. From this list, you can review and manage the status of those applications, request transcripts, view application milestones, and compare your performance to the average for these schools. In this video, we will only be focusing on using this list to request transcripts. To begin, use the checkboxes to select the schools to which you would like to make the transcript request. Click Request Transcripts. Ensure that all those schools are requesting the same type of transcript, for example, mid-year. From this window, select a type of transcript and whether or not you want to include other unofficial test-related materials. Where you are sending your transcript should include the schools you checked off from the Colleges I'm Applying to list. Click Request and Finish. The list is now updated. The transcripts column updates to show whether or not there has been a request. Use the pink Add button to add a school to the list. Search for and select the college from the Which College Are You Applying To drop-down. Then, choose an application type and identify how you plan to submit the application. Click Add and Request Transcript. From the next screen, select a type of transcript, any unofficial test data, and then double-check you have the right college selected. When ready, click Request and Finish. The school is added to your Colleges I'm Applying To list, and the transcripts are requested as well.
So hopefully that little video assisted you in guiding you through. There are also some tutorials within Naviance itself that you can review. Lastly, please feel free to sign up for our Schoology page, our Glenbard West School Counseling Schoology page, where you can find a series of videos to help you through every step of the process. And please reach out to your counselor with any questions that you may have. We're here for you. Take care.